Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing great. Today we're going to be doing some Torment raids. We're going to be testing Hoshino. Hello, hello, welcome. We're going to be testing Hoshino, Peroro, Dress Hina. It's gonna be fun. I have not practiced any of these raids in Torment, so it's gonna be experience for sure. I was planning on starting with Peroro because it's like more new units. Dress Hina, like it's new in global, but there is more info about her, so I wanted to do first Peroro. So we're going to be doing 1 hour of Peroro and then we're going to do 1 hour of Hieronymus. So let's get into it. One thing that is very interesting is how Hoshino has shaped the meta for Peroro now. I can only do level 50 raids, so it will be more info for me in the future. Yeah, like if you are only doing extreme, I think it's level 50. No, you're doing hardcore. Like if you're doing hardcore, using the teams that you would be using in higher difficulties is good for you, so you get used to how the teams work, the rotations and like the timings. So yeah, this will be like a good showcase for you. And yeah, like Hoshino has changed the meta for Peroro in such a way that is like incredible how different now this raid works. Like before in Insane, doing one team clears was pretty hard because Hinata, while she does a lot of damage, she was like a little bit inconsistent, and I personally could not do one team clears in Insane, but with Hoshino, not only I can do one team clears, I can do them in one phase. Like it doesn't even change stages because of how much damage Hoshino deals. It's incredible. Like even in Torment, there is people doing it with one team thanks to Hoshino, because her damage is extremely high because of her defense ignore. Like she virtually deals true damage because it's 84% defense ignore, and Peroro has a lot of defense, so when you ignore that, like the damage is just so high. Those Hoshino AoE damage also applies to single target as well. Okay, so Hoshino Heri X is a little bit weird. The main target of Heri X takes less damage than the damage that the targets around it take. So yeah, like the center target will take a little bit less, and the AoE, as far as I'm aware, does not apply to the middle target, but it's still a lot of damage. Like let's start with one insane mock battle, just to show how much faster it is now with Hoshino, and then we're going to be doing some Torment fails, attempts. Okay, so that's a team I wanted to test for Torment as my second team, and for this team we are going to be renting a unit from a friend because I don't have Kayuko, and she's really good and a very important part of this team. And the team is fairly straightforward. You just do a lot of damage with Hoshino. Like it's gonna be pretty impressive. Like if you haven't done Peroro before in high difficulties, you may not be aware of how tough he is. Like he's one of the most annoying raids because of how tough Peroro is, but now it's like a lot easier. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be focusing on damage. All the damage we can put out, it's good damage. And like it's gonna be super quick. Like usually like you would make like more efficient rotations, but with Hoshino you just want to cast your EX like as much as you can, because that way like you will end the raid super quick. Like we're already like halfway, like a third done, and now we're gonna make this is gonna be a lot of damage, because these two will explode together, and boom, like we're halfway done. Oh crap, that should, oh no, I'm using the, wait a second. I have Kayoko on the position for Torment, so she went down before she needed to. That was a little bit of an oopsie. I'm at the UC level 69, nice. But I think I just have an equipment and skills problem. I tried doing Hieronymus level 70, but I was doing small damage and Kokona wasn't healing the lantern enough. Okay, so you have to be careful with the lantern, because after you trigger the lantern, it will get a debuff, and that debuff will reduce the amount of healing the lantern receives. So what you wanna do is wait for the debuff to expire before you try to trigger it again. Now let me check the preset, because that was a little bit on the rough side. This should be fine, and here we put Kayoko. But yeah, like Hieronymus is with Hina is fairly easy. But yeah, like if you're having healing trouble, is because the debuff on the lantern. And if you're having a damage issue, is maybe because you're not applying the enough stacks of that debuff. But you should not have any issues with Hina, like she's so strong. But yeah, like equipment tiers are very important, and levels also matter a lot. Like if your skills are not maxed, like the difference between max skills and non-max skills is a lot. Hello, welcome. I'm doing a lot better now that the stitches are out and my mouth doesn't hurt anymore. Like, I'm a lot better. Thanks for asking. I'm doing an insane run before we go into Torment, because Hoshino is just amazing and wanted to show how much faster it is, but I did an oopsie and got Kayoko killed before, so I had to restart it. But yeah, Hoshino damage is extremely high. Like I can finish this raid in one phase, like not even changing the stage. It's just amazing how much damage you can put out. Thank you. Kokona X is at level 3. I stopped using her because I got Spring. Okay, so Hot Spring Nodoka, she's good, but they work differently. Hello, Wing. How are you doing? Welcome. I would still use Kokona over Nodoka. Like Nodoka is good, don't get me wrong, but it's for different purpose. Like you can still use Nodoka in Hieronymus and she will do fine, but Kokona is better because she also gives you the discounts, and she gives you, like, her healing is pretty high and you don't need that much like AoE healing. So if you're not using Kokona and you're using Nodoka, you'd be better by using Koharu at that point. Koharu is more efficient than Nodoka for Hieronymus, and the raid is done. Like, this is how stupid Hoshino is. Like, this was insane. In one team, in one phase. Oh, new record. My Hina rolls were generally bad. Oh man, I got hit in 180. Before that I only got good news were Kasumi and Natsu. Oh damn. To be fair, my Hina rolls were decent. I got plenty copies of Hina, but besides Hina I didn't get anything. All the others were dupes or bad characters I didn't need. I used Nodoka mainly because I was doing many missions. Oh, I see. Like, in the end, like, Nodoka is good and Kokon is good, but you want to focus your resources on the characters you will be using mostly in raids because those pay the most. The missions you can do with less resources, so it's like less important to invest too much into those characters. But Nodoka is not a bad investment. I just could have given priority to Kokona. I used like 70 more rolls and they were better. I got her twice, but before that they were really bad. Yeah, I feel, yeah. I got Hina at 200 pulls and I sparked her to get Elf. That's pretty good. My rolls in the first banner were so good that ended up being bad for my look with... Oh man. For my lack of skill materials. Yeah, like, I had a similar issue in JP. Like, my rolls were horrible in JP too, like, but I didn't, because I was not expecting two Abydos characters to be released as the anniversary characters. I didn't farm materials for Abydos characters. I had a ton lying around because, like, there are not many Abydos characters, but I couldn't, like, max both at the same time. Like, it took a lot of time after they released for me to get them both ready. Okay, let's get into Torment. And guys, like, I'll let you know immediately, this is gonna be a disaster. I have not tried Torment. I had a layout planned, but I have not tried Torment. Dress Hina UE30 is good. I could go to UE50. It's good, but go to UE50, like Hina, Mika, Hoshino, those are characters that carry you. So you should invest into them as much as you can. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like, it's gonna be fun to watch me fail. Like, it's gonna be an experience, that's for sure. Yeah, mats are cooking me. I need to max out like 5 students. Yeah, like, it's been rough. It's been very rough. Okay, so this is the layout I will be using. I've seen people doing like 1 team clears with this layout, but to be fair, they have all 5 stars, all UE50, so I'm missing stats from Akko, because if you didn't know, special characters give part of their stats to your strikers. So the more stats you have in your specials, it's like having a passive buff. Like, like your strikers will inherit part of your special stats, so the more you can invest on them is better. In my case, I'm missing a bunch of stats on Akko. My UI is only 4 stars, which is not an issue. She survives, she's doing fine. My Natsu is 4 stars, but she's also fine. My Himari, I think, is UE 40. I don't really remember, but we can check. Yeah, she's UE 40. I got Dress Hina, Tokibani, Swimsuit Wakamo, Koharu, Dress Hina, Off-Raid, she got Jealous, Christmas Serena, Swimsuit Hanako, and Spark Hoshino. Those are great pulls. Those are really good pulls. Like, Tokibani is an excellent character for Kaiten effects. Swimsuit Wakamo, it's fairly popular now in HOD, but it's not like meta, but she's very good still. Christmas Serena is meh, like I'm not a fan. I haven't seen her too much either, so that's a little bit of a dud. But Swimsuit Hanako is amazing and Hoshino is also amazing, so it's worth sparking. Himari worth get UE? Yes, it is, because it extends the buff duration, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it gives you more buff duration, so it's a little bit over 13 seconds. Can you recommend healers to build? I'm struggling with raids that need them. Okay, so Kokona is probably one of your best healers to build. Koharu is also one of the best healers to build. Then, like, if you're really struggling and you need like special healers, Serena and Hanae are really good. Onsen Nodoka is really good. But more than that, is like healing in general is like decreasing in value. The more you go forward in the game, healing will matter the less. so I wouldn't invest in too many healers. So focus on Kokona and Koharu that are like universally good and they will help you like in a lot of content, and they do not go down in value like even at like high level rates, like they will keep value. While special healers, they go down in value a lot because you don't want to run them ideally because you want to run these two. Like Himari and Ako are just too strong to not run. Let's see if I can upgrade my Aqua a little bit, because like those stats I'm missing are a little bit annoying. Maybe that will push me over the line. I can get some levels, which that would help. I don't know if I have any Ligma left though. I should have, because I've been pulling for Saori, which by the way my Saori pulls have been a disaster. I'm waiting for the free pulls, maybe I get her in the free pulls, but oh my god, my Saori pulls are like sad to say. Like I have gotten many 5 stars, all bad and or dupes that I don't need. Like it's been pitiful. 80, I don't know if it's worth. Let me see, I should get 120 only. My Himari PTSD, I'm surprised she didn't show up during my pulls. But you know, like if Himari spooks you, like it's happy times. Like she's so good. Himari is so good. I can only afford 83. Oh no. Well, it's 4 stars now, it's a little bit better. Let's get her to 90. Let's get more stats, like we need stats. This will not be enough, but it should help a little bit, I hope. Okay, let's try this. And again, this is gonna be a disaster, but a learning disaster. 1 second. I'm back. Okay, Himari is already at UE40. I told you she's... Oh man. Yeah, no, I remember, but I didn't know you had it at UE40. Well, UE50 is not bad. Like, it's more stats for you, and the more stats, the better. Like, that's one thing that has been punishing me in Torment raids, is the lack of stats, because the affection ranks are low, my stars levels are low, so yeah, it's been... Have I tried Kuroko? Yes, I have. She's very powerful and we are going to see her in a bit, but the issue with Kuroko is that for me she doesn't work because I don't have a good team to put around her, but I feel she's really powerful. Okay, let's get into this Torment raid. Let's fail a little bit. Let's see what we can learn. The main issue I have is that Kayoko will die because she's weak to mystic damage, and I feel like the targeting in Torment is like very messed up. Okay, that's working a little bit. Kayu is already dead, I think. No? Yeah, she's dead already. Like you see, she dies so quickly. Like that puts me in a pinch, like a really bad pinch. Does she replace Wakamo for blue raid? Hoshino? Yes and no, and we will talk about that in a bit. Is there a replacement for Kayoko? Not really, she's the only striker support that gives you effectiveness. Like, the blue pool is really limited, like there is nothing that is equivalent to Kayoko right now, so no. It's not luck, it's been held captive by her. True. Now yeah, I feel yeah, but like be happy that it's Himari and it's not Saya, for example. Like Saya has been messing my pools over and over and it's so annoying because Saya is so bad. She died in like 20 seconds. Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know how to fix the deployment for her because I've tried. In Insane, I was trying different deployments and the one I was using in Insane was really good, but I don't think it's gonna work because if she goes to the extreme left, she will die. If she stays in the extreme right, she will die. And I don't know if I can put her in the middle because that would push Hoshino a little bit forward, and that will make her more likely to be targeted by the beam, and that's very bad. So it's really complicated. It's like a puzzle. I finally got the casual rat from Hina banner. Damn. I hope Himari comes home soon. I'm desperate. Need her. Yeah, like I feel yeah. But if you got Camp Kotama, she can give you a hand in that regard. Not everywhere, but she can give you a little bit of a hand. She's a little bit of a replacement for Himari in some raids, but not every raid. So it's a little bit iffy, but yeah, like she can help you. You will be missing out on the Axel effect, obviously, but you can get that from another source. For example, if you have Swimsuit Shiroko, you can use Shiroko for the Axel. Himari is amazing, but what gets me addicted to her is the cost recovery. Yeah, like the Axel is so good. We could really use a tanky striker support like Hoshino, Summer. Yeah, like Rumi, Hoshino, Summer, they are really good because they are tanky. They survive really well. But to be fair, I mean, Kayoko is super frail even when she's not at a disadvantage, but in this raid it's even worse because she has a special armor which is weak to mystic damage. So yeah, it's a little bit of an unfair scenario for her, but yeah, like it's complicated. It's just hard to find the right position for her to survive. And I don't think it's even possible for her to survive the whole raid because during the phase change she will die like no matter what, because the stage change will trigger an AoE attack that will kill her. Like there is no way around it. And yeah, like that deployment also doesn't work, or maybe it does. I think this deployment may be the one. I need her to survive a little bit longer. No, she's dying again. What is killing her though? Was this little bastard here that killed Kayoko? Or was some like AoE? How do people handle this with her? I don't know. I don't know if they use her until she dies and then they just ram damage into the boss. I'm trying to figure this out too. I have never done Torment before, so I don't know how people does it. It feels like there is no way to save her, but that may be just me. That may be a skill issue. I got Dress Ako, Iroha, Makoto from free pools and 12k Pyroxene. That must have dried all my luck. I mean, that's super lucky to be fair. Like, you got all the characters with only 12k, that's amazing. Oh my god, I was buffing. Ooh. Oh no. Back to the lobby. Okay, this deployment doesn't work either. I did get Makoto from free pools, thankfully. I got Makoto at 190. At that point I sparked, I did one more pool and sparked Dress Ako. Yeah, my luck was terrible for Makoto. But yeah, I'm happy I got her. I have still 26k left after Dress Hina, so I will get Aru and hopefully Kayoko. Like, I hope to have a little bit of luck there, but it's not looking good. You had rough luck Lag for 3rd anniversary. Yeah, like my lag for 3rd anniversary 3.5 but was horrible. Like it, I think it was like my worst lag on any anniversary banner. Maybe the first one was worse, or on par with it, but 3.5 in JP and 3.0 in global were horrible for me. Like never had that much bad luck. To be fair, previously had a lot of luck, but it was horrible. How does deployment affect the battle? Okay, so deployment is really important because the order in which you put your characters here will affect the order in which your characters go into the battlefield. So for example here, putting Kayoko here instead of here will make her go to the far right, if I recall correctly, instead of to the middle where she was before. And if I were to put Kayoko here, she would go to the far left. And you have to keep in mind that characters have like positions middle, front, back, and yeah, middle, front, and back. So for example, if you have a front character that, and you put it, for example, if I were to put Natsu where Ui is, Ui would probably go too far forward because she would not see Natsu, she would not identify Natsu in front of her. So she would tend to pull a little bit more, to push a little bit more. So deployment is really important. Like you, with good deployment, you can even dodge skills from raids. Like, for example, Shirokuro in Torment has a fixed pattern for the first bomb throw he does. Okay, so if you deploy your characters in a certain order, you can dodge like the whole pattern just by deployment. Hello, greetings Miguel, I hope you're doing great. So yeah, deployment is really important because you can dodge abilities, like it also gives you better positioning. For example, if you have a character that is giving you a buff, for example Swimsuit Hoshino, she gives you a buff around her in an area. So if you deploy your characters bad, the character that you want to receive the buff may end up too far from Hoshino and not receiving it. So deployment plays a big role in the battle because it allows you to use your abilities better, take less damage, like protect your characters better. It's really important, especially when you go to higher difficulty tiers. Like deployment, it's half of the battle. Oh yeah, like at the beginning I didn't put too much attention to deployment, but when I started to learn about deployment, it was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. This is so important. Does attacker Hoshino have any innate tankiness? Yes, I would say she's a little less tanky than Mika, but not by much. Like, not really by much. And Kayoko, it's alive. This may be the good deployment for us. She's still alive. Oh, I didn't realize in Torment the freaking beam. Oh, okay, I see why my characters are dying. The beam is linking in Torment. It's chaining into other characters. So Kayoko is being damaged by the beam. By the chaining effect. Oh, that's something. Oh my god, that's... I didn't pay attention to that before. I'm gonna have to search for videos about deployment later. I have been trying to explain deployment a little bit in my videos, like in the more modern guides I've been doing. I have tried to touch on deployment, which is kind of unplayable. I don't know, like people that is doing one team Torment clears is using Kayoko, so I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it works. Okay, so that worked. She's alive. Okay, so I need to knock down this side, so they go to that side, and that will enable her to survive but by not getting chained. So this deployment is the good one. We found the deployment. That's a step forward. But yeah, like I've been trying to touch a little bit on deployments on the more modern guides I've been doing. The issue with deployment is that it changes a little bit from season to season because of the terrain. You don't always use the same characters, and I try to keep stuff like in the more general concept, so you learn how the raid works and you can adapt in time. Because if I try to go through every single terrain, every single scenario, it would be like too long, and because I don't like narrate my videos, like I don't think it would be like a good watching experience. So I try to be concise in that regard, but yeah, I've been trying to touch a little bit more on deployment. I mostly explain deployment during the showcases I do, so it fits a little bit better into the flow of the video. The thing is, now that I have rented a character, I cannot rent a second Hoshino, which would solve many issues. I don't know if we can do this, but we can try. We are gonna try. Also, like, the streams are a good space for me to explain that more, like little details like deployment and stuff. I guess I will watch your videos to learn about it. I mean, like, I cannot promise you have touch on deployment for every raid. Like I said, like it's a detail in the end. How about Iroha Ibuki? That strategy works only if you have Dress Aru, and I don't have Dress Aru, and it's still a 2-team strategy. So renting Dress Aru would be maybe counterproductive too. I'm not very sure about that strategy. Also, it's like a very restart loop strategy because you are relying on Iroha landing a super crit, which is very unlikely to happen, and my Ibuki is not UE 50, which makes a little bit of a difference, and my Iroha is also not UE 50, so that wouldn't work for me. This raid is surprisingly simple, but it's also just as rough. Yeah, is Hinata good for Peroro? She used to be the meta DPS for Peroro before Hoshino. I'm using her here because I need the burst damage, and I don't know who else could I use, to be honest. And she has the issue of her armor being bad here, but because of her immortality on her sub, she could work, so we are gonna try that. But this team is like highly experimental, like never tried it before, so here we go. Like, she's already almost dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wait a little bit for that Peroro minion to walk there. Yeah, like the damage is very low without any buff. This may not work. Let's see, like, we knocked half of them. Can we knock the other half? It's the question now. I don't think so. We don't have enough damage here. Like, Kayuko is doing decent damage, but it doesn't look like enough is going on here. I'm trying to max swings with Hanako before Christmas event rerun starts, since it's Trinity related, and wait, I can work on Koharu maybe and Hifumi as well. Hifumi is decent. She's like a very niche character. I don't think she's bad, but I don't use her personally. She has some uses like in HOD, but I wouldn't like put too much effort into Hifumi, but that's a personal preference matter. She has turned out to be like decent here and there. Swimsuit Hanako is a beast, 100% would recommend. But yeah, like it's... I didn't expect the Christmas rerun, to be honest, on the... after this... After the Hina event, I didn't expect that rerun to happen, but... it's nice, I guess. The grace period was very short, it didn't feel like 15 seconds. And that's bad, because we lost like 90% of our DPS here. Yeah, this team does not work. Kuroko died, yeah. I mean, if you like Hifumi, yeah, all the power to you. I also build characters that are bad because I like them. It's part of the fun in the end. Like, I'm working on my Atsuko. She's not amazing. Even though Swimsuit Atsuko has like the second or third highest stat, highest healing stat in the game. She has like 18k healing power, which is super high. I think she's only behind one or two healers. Base Atsuko is pretty, at least, yeah. Base Atsuko is really good. I don't know what to do with my team 2 though. It's not gonna work like this. Because without any buff, Hinata is not doing good damage. I could try with Wakamu, but I don't think she will be good enough. Maybe like maybe like this. So Wakamu can focus fire on the shiny Peroro, and Hanako can build up the stacks and deal some AoE damage too. This could work, but it's not gonna be amazing either. I mean, I'm not expecting to clear it, to be honest, but I wanna see how far I can get. Hanako would be decimated in this raid. She has she has heavy armor, so she's resistant to the damage of this raid. This raid deals mystic damage. Swimsuit Hanako is 4525. Monday is gonna give the purple crystal to craft stuff, and I'll make the last 2 purple items I need. Nice. Yeah, she's worth it. She's so good. Like, her damage is just stupidly high. If this explosion is good, it wasn't that good, but it will suffice, I guess. Like, the ability to reuse her EX is so strong. It's just so good. My bad, I went... She would have listened. I don't understand. My bad, I went, she would have... I meant, I think you were trying to say, I meant she would have been decimated. Oh, if, like, she would decimate the raid if she had the advantage. Okay, yeah. Like, if this had elastic armor, Hanako would be like a beast here. Yeah, absolutely. She's super strong anyways, like... Even without advantage, like, she's still dealing 150% damage. Like, don't kid yourself. She's not doing neutral damage, she's doing bonus damage anyways. It's not as much, but it's still a lot of damage. Like, she's doing a lot better than Hinata without having the full advantage. And she doesn't have any buff either, so... Yeah, Hanako is so good. Can you use Kikyo to support Hanako? No, because that would make the composition too cost heavy. I'm trying to keep the cost down. The issue I'm having right now is that I'm not doing damage quick enough, so I'm trying to keep the cost down a little bit. What quality of life updates can I look forward in global version? There are many. I don't know how many global is missing, so I cannot point to one specifically, but there are many good quality of life updates. like now the rental system allows you to rent outside of your friend group, but you have to pay a little bit extra. I don't know if it's in all the content, but for example in Great Wars I could rent from strangers, which is great. What else? Like there are some optimizations to farm materials too, which are amazing. Like now you can like target farm your materials, and they increase the drop rates of some gear tiers, like up to tier 5 they will drop more commonly now. So yeah, like they improve like acquisition of stuff, like there is a lot of quality of life coming. Now this went a lot better than before, like we are, how many bars? Like 40 bars now, before how many was? Like 10, 20? Like this is a lot of progress. Like if the team 1 can deal a lot, like if we can get with team 1 to like 80 bars, we can do this with 3 teams, but currently I cannot. Hanako, how about max? How about stacking Hanako? Yeah, like I was not doing, yeah, like that would be like a better sequence, yeah. The damage still would not be like that much better, like I need to get my team 1 to do better. Hi, is it possible to obtain Ibuki in JP later? I just started to play a couple months ago, so I missed the event. Now, sadly, Ibuki is a freebie, but freebies are event limited, and that event has not been added to the archive, so you will have to wait until the rerun, which should happen by the end of this year, so about 4 months. And if you are, no, but wait, if you are playing global, you have not missed the event, you can still get Ibuki, which is still available. That event is still going in global. If you are talking about JP, no. Like in JP you will have to wait for the rerun. But yeah, like it's gonna be like 4 months before you can get it in JP. But if you are playing JP now, it's a good chance for you to get characters because the anniversary banners are going on. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to do the third team run now, but I want to make a little bit of a plan before we restart this. So who would I use for my third team? So now I'm out of cleansing opportunities because I don't have Mari available or Natsu available. So I need a tank that can survive without any cleansing. That's gonna be a long shot. When is Global getting a rerun for the F2P Koharu and Hasumi? Koharu and Hasumi are both obtainable through the reward shop in the game. Let me check. So Koharu should be in the right shop. Yeah, like you can get Koharu from here. And Hasumi... No, I think Hasumi is not in the reward shop. But Koharu is. And she's really good. So like you should, from this group, I would say Koharu, Asusa, Maki, Akane, Momoi, Kotama and Hanako are the best. The girl from the perfect team, what was her name? She can cleanse too. Oh, true. Chinatsu can cleanse. Yeah, Chinatsu can cleanse if her EX is level 3 or higher, and I have it at level 3 or 4, so yeah, that works. That's true. I always forget about her, even though I always mention that in the videos. I always forget when the time comes to use her. I always forget about her. Sorry, I was talking about the swimsuit Koharu. Oh, okay, swimsuit Koharu when Hanako rerun happens. So that should be very far in the future. And track Hasumi maybe later this year. I don't know. I don't remember when the first event took place in global, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. But when it happens, you will get enough Eligma to fully upgrade her to UE50. So yeah, and like 100 million credits. Like, I think you should get those. Like, they gave those as a bonus in the global version because of a bug. I don't know if they will do it on the rerun, but if they do, that would be amazing. Okay, so Chinatsu is here. I have it. So yeah, chicken cleanse. Then for my second special, I could use Utaha to bait the beam, and that could work as a defensive layer. Then we could use Kuroko maybe. I don't know, like I feel she's dying too fast. We are using her for sure for some buffing. If I had her leveled up, and I mean like in stars, I could use her. She's super strong. I maxed out Battle Hoshino and Shiroko Terror in the first event. Should I start investing in Wakamo or Hoshino Swimsuit? Is way better than Wakamo. Wakamo is probably the weakest of the anniversary characters, so yeah, invest on Hoshino. If you have Mika, invest on Mika too, like she's super strong. I got a dupe of her during my pulls for Hoshino. And this is something that they should change though. Team not saving up if I don't press OK is a little bit annoying. Okay, so that's my defensive layers. How about Hifumi? Hifumi is good. Like, she's a good alternative here because her Peroro can bait the beam and she also gives you some Axel when you use her EX. But my Hifumi is really under leveled. She's not ready for this. Yeah, she's not ready for this. Charlotte, would you mind to share your roadmap recommendations for the incoming banners? I did in the Hina video I made, but give me a second, maybe I can show just that one thing. Let me see if I can find it. Should be... where is it? Here maybe? Okay, so that one. Let me add another source. Let's call it banners. I show you like the very quick recap. Blue Archive, pickups, Hina. Here and it should be 24. Yeah, you can see it right now, right? Okay. Yeah, Hifumi is good for Peroro. She's good for a team 2 or 3. Like, if I had her more level, I could use her. So this is my BS chart, not bullshit, but banner summary. And this is what I think you should do, and not personally what I will do. Maybe like most of this is what I will do, but there is a little bit of there are some question marks along the way that we will get more info with time, but as it is now, this is what I think is like the priority for different characters. So Hina, which is active in global, is a must. Hoshino and Terror are a must, so you should start saving like now if you can. If you can afford to get Dress Aru and Kayoko, they are really good, both worth getting. Kayoko a little bit less because she's only good in Bina right now, but you never know when she will come handy again. So Kayoko for Bina is like top tier. TFS, like virtually every character that is made for TFS is a must because the character pool is very small. But I would say like the Switch Band are like and Gate Tsubaki are like the more important ones, while Umika and New Year Akari are like less important. And all the rest I would skip. Kirara is super funny. I like that character a lot, but she's a skip. Maid Midori is a skip. Swimsuit Serika is a skip. Fubuki is a skip. And if you don't care about TFS, like you can skip all TFS characters. And what I will do is I will try getting the Dress Kayoko and Aru alts. I will pull for Aru, and if I get her before 200 pulls, I will spark for Kayoko, and then I'm skipping everything. Everything I'm skipping until 3.5. That's my plans. Sadly I missed Dress Hina in JP, now my explosive team has only Asusa and Nonomi swimsuit. Those are good. Asusa is very strong. Nonomi swimsuit is also very strong. But if, for example, like for Gregorius, you don't really need a DPS. Asusa helps a little bit, but you don't like. She's not there to do DPS because in Gregorius your main DPS is Minori, so that's one place where you don't need strictly an striker attacker. Like she's like you still need Asusa for other reasons, but she's not going to be the main DPS. In Kaiten there are ways around it. You use Aru. Aru's like the best DPS for Kaiten. So not having Hina is a little bit bad, but it's not like it's gonna kill your account. Also, you can still get Hina now. If you pull on the 3.5, you can get Dress Hina. Anniversary banners also include all previous anniversary characters. How can you cool Fubuki skip when you can pinch her cheeks? Oh man, like I know, but she's not limited, so she can spook you later. It's I know, but like you have to be a strong mate. Sometimes you need to be strong. Okay, let's see what DPS would I use for my team 3. No, wait, first we need to find a tank. Her, because she's an evasion tank and she will stay alive and she has Axel, so she's good. Now we are going to find an attacker with, let's see, Utaha here is to bait the beam. She's a defensive layer. She's not here to do damage, she's here as a defensive layer. It's like a shield, but without shielding your characters, because you deploy the turret before the beam is fired and can absorb some of the damage. And because in Torment the beam chains, you can like break the chain a little bit, protect your characters by adding another chaining point and preventing from chaining to all your strikers. Maybe we can use Hinata here, but I don't know, like we are lacking a little bit. If I had her build, she would be fine. I don't like using Alice, she's too crit dependent, she's a molding machine, but I think we have to. And we need maybe another support. not her though, she's gonna die. This is really complicated. Let's see. Oh, true. We're using her. The team is a little bit on the cost heavy side though. Maybe without Hinata. We use... Who could we use now? Imagine if they make Seiya with a skill that makes her negate the boss. A boss skill, she can see the future so she predicts the attack. That would be too OP. Using like a silence effect would be like too broken. Alice is still unreliable even when with her unique item. Yeah, like my experience with Alice is like she misses 90% of her crits even with her item. Like I just unlucky with Alice, but that doesn't mean she's bad, it's just not working for me most of the time. Let's see, who else could we use here though? I'm afraid we are going to die pretty quick. Hype units are supposed to be broken. Yeah, but like a silence effect that can interrupt a mechanic would be like too much. Maybe interact with a mechanic in another way, but straight out cutting out a mechanic would be like too much. It would trivialize the content a little bit too much. For me, Seiya has to be like a side grade or an upgrade over Himari or Ako. I think that would be cool because Himari and Ako are like really old units and they are still like the queens of the special supports. So having like a side grade or an upgrade over those two would be really good. Like to give more options too. I'm using Coco now. That's right, I'm gonna use... No, she's weak to the damage here. So no, I cannot use her for discounts. This is so complicated. She's good everywhere because of this stupid thing. It's so good. It's so stupidly good. But I don't know. I think she will die. Torment anyways. It may not be worth it. I mean, let's try with Shiroko Terror. Experimenting time. On the skill order, we are going to have her for the cleanse, her for the blocking, and her for the buff. I mean, I could use Hifumi, but my Hifumi is so underleveled that I don't think she will last too long. And I don't have materials to upgrade her because she's from... Like, I use everything on the 2 anniversary units. I'm like super broke right now in everything, books, materials, like gear. Like I cannot level up my Hifumi to be up to the test. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buff Shiroko Terror and not Alice because she will be providing constant damage and I think that's gonna help me more. And yeah, like she's going down already. Oh no. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. She's going down too, so we are losing the grace period now. Oh no. Yeah, this is a disaster. But I was expecting this anyways. Yeah, no, this team doesn't work. Okay. So I need to fix my team 1. That's clear. If I fix my team 1, this could be possible. But Amy, no, I tried with Amy like in the past, before this release, like long ago. I did an attempt in Torment with Amy and like the Hinata strats, and like no, it didn't work. Amy's tanky, she's good, but it's not for this raid. Also, I don't remember what armor she has. What's the armor type of Amy? Maybe she's also in the bad armor type. Where is she? Where is Amy? I'm pretty sure I built Amy. Yeah, I built her for... Oh, she has explosive armor, so she's neutral. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, give me a second. We are going to change server now, because we are going to be failing at Hieronymus now. Team building in raid, it's a pain. Yeah, I agree. It's a pain, especially when you are missing key units, and that limits the amount of units you can rent, because if I had Kayoko, I could do the first team without renting anyone, and then I could rent a Hoshino for my second team. But because I have to rent Kayoko, my second team is limited, because I'm unable to rent a second unit. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain. Oh crap. Thanks God I have the changing server screen, because that would have leaked some data. Like, also in this account, like, my accounts are a mess, because, for example, if in my JP account I'm missing Kayoko and I'm missing Fuka. In this account I'm missing Kokona, and Kokona is a key unit here in Hieronymus. So yeah, like, there is always one missing unit. It's so painful to do. Okay, before we go into Torment, let's do a little bit of a showcase of insane difficulty. Also, like, this is a good chance for you to see the deployment I do. For insane, you don't need to have Kokona. I will be using Koharu for insane difficulty. And I don't know if this layout is the one I use for insane, but should be fine. The idea here is spam as much damage as you can with Hina and stay alive with the help of Koharu. Here we get more Axel, and wait a second, these two are not in the team, these two are in the team. No, wait a second, you are not in the team, you are in the team. Okay, so this is the insane team I use. So, what we are going to be doing with this team is the following. We start with Hoshino. Hoshino will buff Koharu. Koharu will break the purple lamp and will heal the green lamp. We are going to be discounting Hina with Fuka, and then we are going to buff Hina with Himari, and we are going to be spamming Hina. That's pretty much how this run will go, and this should be like a 2-minute run. It's super quick. So let's get into it. I never pay attention to Enigmas, but how do you get them aside from summoning? From the reward shop you can get some... Wait, no, this deployment is wrong. I knew there was something wrong with this deployment. From the different rewards shop. So the PvP shop has some Enigma, the Total Wars have some Enigma, Total Assault has some, and the Great Wars also have some Enigma. So you use your coins in those, and you can also exchange generic Enigma for a specific Enigma in the Enigma shop. There are some that are rewarded through the event, like some events will have Enigma for other characters. So yeah, there are many sources of Enigma. Also, generic Enigma can be obtained through expertise tickets, those that you get when you are max level and you cannot get more experience, you get those tickets. Okay, so this is the good deployment. So we start with Hoshino here. And here this should be good enough. So we broke this, which is very important, and we also activated that. So now we are going to build a little bit up. And now we buff Hina and go into the spam. Now Hoshino will expire in like 5 seconds from now, so we renew Hoshino. We are going to wait a little bit before we use Koharu, because it's gonna trigger, yeah, that. So we save now Asusa, and we go back into spam mode with Hina. I put Hanako at 5 stars, and only have 600 left. I don't know if I put her at UE40 or I put Hina or Hoshino at 5 stars. Get at 5 stars. Get them at 5 stars. Like, UE level is very important, but if you have 2 anniversary units that are not 5 star, it's better to go for those, because that will give them the UE, which is more stats. And UE 40 is good because it improves one of your skills, but I think having more 5 star characters with UE equipped is more valuable to you than having one character with UE 40. Especially if you are like new to the game, spreading your resources a little bit thinner is not always bad. That's what I would do. And this raid is almost done. Like, Hina is so strong. She's so freaking strong. I have not paid enough attention to Hoshino. I missed like 2 renewals now. Like, this can be a lot faster, but I'm not paying full attention to the game. I will wait a second here, so we can get that buff, and we are done here. Boom. That's insane. Like, even not paying attention to the game and reading chat, that was really quick and easy. Like, doing that without Hina is impossible. Like, she's so strong. Like, before Hina I would have to run Atsuko for more like survivability. I would have to run 2 teams to end the raid. Like, Hina is just so strong, so freaking strong. And now it's time for us to watch me fail in Torment. So let's get into the layout for Torment. Which layout will I use? Maybe this one? Yes, this one, and I will be renting Kokona. Should I rent Kokona though? Okay, let's try with Kokona, and then we try another thing that I've been thinking of. So the issue I have with this team is that you have to waste 1 Hina shot breaking the Red Lantern, and I don't like that at all. Because I tried to break it with Nagisa, but it didn't work, so I'm guessing she doesn't have enough power to break it. So the strategy for Torment should be pretty similar, like spamming with Hina. We have all the Axel from Hoshino because we are not running Himari here, and Nagisa is giving us another debuff layer, which is good, but it's not amazing. Also, I did a mistake that I used Kokona too early, so now she's gonna die. Damn. My team for this raid is Summer Hoshino, Dress Hina, Kokona, and Hanako, because she debuffs on basic skill, no much challenge. It's only level 50. Yeah, like, that's fine, it works at that level, but if I were you, I would try to get like used to the team you will be using in like higher difficulty tiers. So you learn the rotations and everything. So I would replace Hanako. I don't know what's available to you, but I would replace Hanako. Like the debuff she provides is decent, but you have to keep in mind that in the end Hieronymus doesn't have that much defense too. So it's like fine, but it's not necessary. Especially below Torment, it's like you don't need that many debuff. Here she's about to die. You can try to land Nagi's AX on Hieron on the bench. Those crits count for Kokona's kill. Really? That's interesting. Even like this. Huh. We can try that, yeah. I don't know how this team works. I've seen top players doing this team, but I have never tried it myself, so I'm learning it live with you guys. Which is a little bit of a pain, to be honest, because I wish I could like give you a good showcase of the team, but okay, that worked. Okay, so the benches may be the trick. That's a good call, mate. And now we go like this, and hopefully we don't die to the timer attack. I think we should be fine. I'm going to renew Hoshino now because she's about to expire. I'm gonna discount here, and the countdown is active now, so we save here. Okay, this is going fine. I have Bunny Toki still to upgrade Saori. Aru, but Toki would be better option because of her lower cost. For Hieronymus, maybe. Like Bunny Toki is a DPS, but she fills a support role. For example, in Kaiten, you use Bunny Toki for shield break, you don't use her as a DPS. Does every student have to be UE 30 or higher to... No. Like, for example, I cleared Peroro in Insane in the JP account using a 4-star Natsu and a 4-stars UI. You want to put your resources into your DPS, however, at like Torment difficulty, it's gonna hunt you not having like UE 40 or 50 because the damage will ramp up too much and will kill you. So yeah, like in Torment, yeah, you want to have high level UE, but for Insane you don't need it. I've seen top players using this team. The first Nagi's AX did not break the lantern, only on second DX. Well, I got lucky and I broke it, but I'm still dying. So, okay. Let's go to the lobby, and we are going to be looking at something. So this is going to be interesting for two reasons. One, because Dress Hina, for some reason, this is the European server, so do not take this like a good meta snapshot. This is a meta snapshot of the European server, but this was not true for the JP server at the release of Ako. So I don't know why, but look at this. In EU, Dress Ako is fairly meta. Like, she's still like not in every team. Like in 14 teams, she's in 4 teams. If we keep going down, we still don't see any more Akos. Like, this is the 5th Ako, so one in 5 teams uses Ako, more or less. Yeah, 1 in 5. 1 in 6. No, 1 in 5. Which is interesting, because this was very different in JP. In JP, people experimented with Ako and then they dropped her like immediately after 1 or 2 days. This may change in Europe too, but it's interesting to see how the meta is different here. Breaking the purple lamp, reduce the global healing. You can break it later while trying to build more stacks of the green lantern. Yeah, that's... I could try that, yeah. The thing is, like, coming back to the team discussion, I don't know how this team exactly works. I think I'm missing stats, because these are all UE 50 and this is like UE 40. I think I'm missing stats. More likely than not, that's one of the issues, missing stats from affection ranks and like UE. But it's still very interesting to see like how, because it's not like it's only one layout. Like you see, like this is the layout I was using, like the rank 5 layout, and this is different. It swaps these two around. Both may work. I've seen UE 40 Hina and UE 30 Kokona and UE 30 Nagisa do it. Yeah, I think it's possible. Like I don't think like it's impossible for me to do it, but it's harder than it should, because I'm missing some stats. Yeah, my Fuka is 3 stars, so I'm missing a bunch of stats here. That's a lot of stats to be missing. Like let me check something, because there is one very nifty thing that I have. Let me see. So Fuka at 3 stars has 4.5k attack, at 5 she has 5.6, and UE 40 she's 6.3k attack. So I'm missing virtually 2k attack from Fuka, which is a lot of damage. But I don't think that makes that big of a difference, to be honest. It may be part of the issue, but it's not the whole issue. Okay, let's try again. So, you think I should delay the lamp breaking? But that lamp is kind of important to break, because survivability as it is already hard. If I don't break the lamp, it's gonna be even harder. I mean, it could work. I'm willing to try. But yeah, like I'm not doing much damage either. Maybe now I can break the lamp. New Hoshino. Wait a little bit for Kokona. Kill here so she heals herself. And we go again into spamming. I think the issue is that I'm being a little bit too cautious with my Kokona EX. I'm being too afraid to use it, because I'm afraid to die to the countdown. And that may be hurting my chances too. But like, it's hard to know, to be honest. I'm probably better off. Oh crap, I forgot to renew here. But I'm doing more damage this time. I'm far ahead from before. We can fix some of the stuff, like this renewal, like we can fix it. But yeah, this is going better than before. We're still like very close to that though. Like we're treading too close to that for my liking. Hoshino will die if I don't heal her here. I'm referring to use Kokona EX first, then Hoshino. Only use Hina EX after hitting him with Nagisa. Oh, okay, so wait. So, start with Kokona, then Hoshino, then Nagisa, then Hina. Okay, but between Nagisa and Hina, Fuka for the crit. Okay, let's try that. So now we go for Hoshino, then Nagisa, then Fuka, and then Hina. Probably I need to build up a little bit here, not go instant. I will wait till 7. 7 should work. Yeah, this should work. And now we hit. Maybe we can do that to get another stack here. Yeah, that worked a little bit. So now we need to rotate into Kokona to save her. And now I'm renewing Hoshino because she's about to expire. And now I go into Nagisa, into Hina. I'm going to be skipping Fuka so I can rotate off Fuka. And I'm saving Asusa here and doing that. And then I spam here and I renew Hoshino after this. This is going fairly well. It may not be a one-team clear, but it's going surprisingly well. This is an improvement for sure. Oh, Hoshino's gonna die though. That's so unlucky. Oh, she survived. That's a miracle. I don't know how that happened, but I'm not complaining. Asusa died. That's problematic, but it's not the end of the world. If we can do enough damage to get to phase 2 and a little bit over that, we may be able to team this. Maybe. Like a big maybe. Kokona into the lantern, I guess, so I can get more debuff. And I'm gonna try saving Hoshino. Oh crap, she died. That's bad because we lost the buff here. We lost effectiveness, we lost attack, we lost Axel. Hoshino dying is probably a restart. Like, we could be at the next phase if Hoshino didn't die. That's so annoying. We were so close. Do not break the lantern on first EX. Okay. So, on second one? But why though? Just curious, why not break the lantern? Is there a reason or just like sequencing high level plays here? Yeah. It's healing issues. I see. But I did a lot less damage now though. Previously I was at 192 bars after that. I'm renewing here and healing here. Now I should break it then? And yeah, like, yeah, that looks like the time for it. Like, this may be me being a noob, but I don't know what's the difference between breaking it earlier and later. But there must be a good reason for it. Like, if top players are doing that sequence, there is a reason, but I don't know why is that. I'm gonna renew Hoshino, and now I will use the next one. Oh, come on. Get stunned. I'm gonna do Nagisa and then that. So yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Freak! That's so annoying. Asusa dying there is a big issue. So, for the people that is new to the game, every character has a recovery stat that influences the speed at which the cost bar regens. So, when a character dies, it's a hindrance not only because you lose damage, but your EX bar will feel slower too, so keep that in mind. That's why survivability is important. I believe you're being really conservative with Kokona, 2 stacks only. Yeah, me too. I think I have to be a little bit more aggressive with Kokona healing. I'm just too afraid of dying to the countdown. But Hoshino survived a countdown, so maybe I'm just being too much of a safe player. I need to be more aggressive with my healing. Because if I stack that more, like, we will shred the boss. I need to renew Hoshino. I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna build some costs. Coconut triggered, which is good. We are going to do that and this. I didn't need the discount, I needed the crit damage buff, by the way. That's why I use Fukader. Now the issue is that I have 2 characters that are about to die. Hoshino is less likely to die probably, so I'm hitting Asusa first. Now it's a good run, yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna do that, and hopefully Hoshino survives with the shield. Yeah, she did. That's good, because now we have another debuff, but Hoshino died. Oh crap. But the stacks are ramping up. I need to find the balance with my healing, but that looks better. We may be able to do the 1 team clear, who knows. It's getting close, we are going fairly close to achieving at least the 2 team clear. Like the 1 team clear is a little bit far away still, but the 2 team clear looks possible now. So I'm gonna do that, into that, and that. And now this is not debuff though, so I'm gonna get another stack here before I use the first. And now, yeah, like that looked good. Now we're new here. I need to heal Asusa here. Okay, this is looking real good, guys. This may be the run. This may be the run. I just need to pay attention to the timer and do not miss the renewal for Hoshino, which should be about now. And we are filling here, discounting here, and hopefully we are still fine. Yeah, this is looking real good. This is going real good. Hoshino still has like 20 seconds, so I'm probably going to do that. And now we heal Hoshino and renew Hoshino too, because that's about to expire. And we discount, we go like this, and we stack 1 more. Okay, this is going good. We have 4 stacks. We have done tons of damage. We have not missed a single renewal. And we are renewing now. And I need to heal Asusa, which looks weird because Hina is low on HP. But she has elastic armor, so she has no weakness. I'm gonna heal the lantern. I'm gonna take the risk going for the last stack. It's fine, we lose a character. Come on, 70 bars away, come on. Healing Hina. Is this the run? Guys, is this the run? No, Hoshino, no! We were so close! That's so much damage lost. Oh god, that was so close. But it was so good. So close to clearing Torment in one team. Yeah, it's funny, Hina talks in Italian. She says finale. Elegante. Yeah, sounds like elefante, true. But she's saying elegante. Which is the same in Spanish and Italian, elegante. Okay, team 2. How do we break this? Okay, we cannot use Aru. Those Blue Archive have April Fool releases. They only do videos, but they don't. 2-team clear is almost impossible. I only managed to clear him with the second team when he was 4 HP bars. Oh, damn. But I'm really close to the stun, so I can cancel the one shot. No, they only do April Fool videos, but they do not release characters or stuff like that. Now the question is, who's gonna be in the second team? Koharu and Atsuko for sure. And these two for sure. So I have enough healing now, I need damage. For damage I'm thinking about Toki. My Toki is fairly well built, I think so, maybe. I need to work on my Saori. Saori is so good. I think she's so underrated, like this skill is so good. Like I have obtained some really crazy damage numbers with Saori even at 3 stars. I'm gonna put her in the team anyways. Let me see, is my Toki well gear wise? Not really. Her gear is not amazing. Can we fix it though? I could, but I need to save for Kayoko and Aru. That's so... The only problem I saw on that run was you use Asusa's skill. Yeah, I used it a little bit too sparely. Yeah, no, that was an issue, but I wanted to rotate into Kokona faster. I was a little bit afraid of not being able to rotate in time. But that was a mistake, very likely. It would be amazing if they release Mask Swimsuit Gang for... yeah, if they release the Mask Swimsuit Gang for April Fools would be funny. Like, if I had money, I would pay an artist for some April Fool jokes. I have thought about so many like fake character releases that I would joke about in April Fools. Oh man, but I don't want to go to random artists on Twitter or internet begging for like free work. That sounds like bad. But if the channel made money, I would do some funny stuff too. Okay, I think we are starting with these two and her, so we can go into mech mode quick and we get some healing going. I think I will focus my damage on my buffs on Toki, because she will be doing most of the damage here. And I'm going to use Atsuko first. I don't want to activate the stun I don't want to stagger the boss instantly. I want to wait a little bit to cancel the big skill. It may trigger before I want it, but I gotta give it a shot. If it triggers, I go full on damage. It triggered. Okay. So, for those that didn't know, you can cancel the one-shot skill if you stagger Hieronymus. Now my stagger did trigger too early, so I'm gonna very likely die. However, if I recall correctly, because in Insane the one-shot doesn't really one-shot you, leaves you at 1 HP and you have like a second to heal. I don't know if in Torment that is true, But we are about to get to know it, because if it's true and I don't die instantly to the one-shot, having both Atsuko and Koharu may be enough for us to survive. So yeah, it's not a one-shot, and we are fine. So this may be possible. I need to run it into Koharu, otherwise she will die. Yeah, Saori is dead. That's problematic, but not the end. This is possible. My damage is too low though. Like, I feel like I'm missing a lot of damage. I need a better DPS. Toki's not doing enough, which is sad. Maybe I need to stack this more. I don't know what to do about the damage for the second team though, it feels so lacking, like we are about to expire on time and we haven't done too much. Like the skill is gonna trigger for a second time and we're still 30 bars away. How many bars were at the start? Like 47? Maybe less, like it was not a great run. Yeah, Tsuko saved us here, but I think it's a goner. There may be a way though. I think there is a way. How many bars of damage did we do? Did anyone pay attention to the initial number before we restart? Because that can help us calibrate the performance for the first team. Like, if we know how many bars we did, we can like say, okay, this is the goal for team 1. I'm gonna start it again and see how many bars there were, and then we're going out to the lobby and restarting the whole stuff. I did like 20 bars. I didn't know you could heal them after. Yeah, you could. Did 21 bars. Okay. A little too loud to hear you. The music. Oh, crap. Give me a second. I can fix it. Yeah, my mic is a little bit too quiet. I don't know why though. Okay, now you should be able to hear me better. 21 bars. Okay. So that's the goal for team 1. Leaving Hieronymus with 21 bars. Seems achievable, to be honest. Seems very achievable. I need to fix my sequencing on team 1, but we are getting there. Okay, I hope the game is not too loud now. Thanks for letting me know, Doji. It's always annoying when the game is too loud because of this freaking mic being too quiet. And remember guys, if you want to have this, you can become a member. And we go now with this. We can get another stack here, and yes, we are 2 stacks in. 199. Okay, so we do that, we do this, we save Asusa, and we renew Hoshino now. Yes, okay, perfect. We haven't missed a bit. Okay, this is looking fine. I think we did a little bit more damage before, but not much. It's not a big difference. Shouldn't be. Hoshino should be about to expire, right? No, she should have like 5 seconds before expiring, so I can use this and then do Hoshino. And now we do that. Should I heal here? Now I heal Asusa. Okay, this is looking fine. The sequencing is looking fine too. Hoshino is a little bit on the edge. I think I need to heal her. Oh crap. Hoshino or the lantern. Lantern. Let's go. We need damage. Oh no. Wrong. Should have been Hoshino. The second team lacks elegance. Yeah, true. If I had Kokona, I could freaking rent Dress Hina and yeah, be done with it. That's why having holes in the team is so annoying. Like, if, like, to be honest, like, I think I've said it in the past, but if I could not be free to play, I would not be free to play. Why don't you destroy the urn at the beginning with Nagisa? From what I've been told, it's better not to. I don't really know why. It has to do with the healing, but I cannot explain you why, to be honest. And I did that sequence wrong. I don't remember what's the effect of that urn off the top of my head. Let me see if I can find it quickly. And that way I can actually explain you why. Let me pause this for a second. Let me check. Which purple relic increases the attack of strikers and special stats by 25% and reduces the recovery rate by 7,000. In addition, decreases Hieronymus defense by 1500 until the end of the battle. The students who are cursed will have the recovery rate increase. Okay, so at the beginning it's better because you are a little bit stronger, but you heal less. No, you get less Axel. So you sacrifice a little bit of speed for power, and then you trade that power for speed and some debuff on the boss. Also, this makes sense because that way you can get a second stack of these before you use Hina. But the Axel is just 10 seconds. The buff is permanent, right? Yeah, but with this sequence you can get 2 stacks of the green lantern into the boss before you hit it. And that's more damage. Before I was breaking it and was doing less damage, so this works. It may not make too much sense in theory, but in practice works. Rotating like that. Let's save Hoshino. Hey, no problem. Like that's the goal of the streams. Explain the stuff I cannot explain in videos or like other questions that you may have. So all questions are welcome. I'm gonna save Asusa. It may not be the play, but I gotta make it be the play. Also, we're pretty fine. 3 stacks is already a lot of damage. And we are going to do that and hopefully trigger the stagger. Not in time though. Ah, freak, I forgot Hoshino. There is always one thing I forget. But we are doing fine-ish. Could be better, but it's not the worst. Ah, freak, Asusa died. This is so complicated, very tight timings. The healing is very precise. Another thing that I've realized doing this attempt is spamming is a lot more powerful than I thought it was. Like, I always been very careful with my sequencing and like survivability, but spamming works surprisingly well. So now we do that. Okay, now we should do Nagisa into Hoshino, but we save Kokona first. So now Hoshino is renewed in time, which is good. I think we could get another stack though. There may be a way to get another stack before we do the second EX there. There is some fixing to do into this rotation. I don't know where though. Hoshino is about to expire. Nagisa and then last shot. Okay, this is going very well. This is going very well. Let's wait a second. Okay, this should be fine. Come on. Trigger phase change. Trigger the phase change. Okay. We are doing well. We are doing very well. Now I am gonna save Hoshino. Let's see. Is this good? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, this is real good. I'm gonna take the risk. Hopefully Hoshino will not die. I don't care if Asusa dies now. I care for Hoshino and Hina. I'm gonna save points here, so I can go here. I'm gonna save a little bit more for another debuff, and maybe this time... Did I miss that shot? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, this is more damage than before, for sure, but it's still not good enough. Come on. Come on. No, so close. We're so close. I wonder if there is a way to optimize my team too to get the clear. Or leave me like so close that the team 3 doesn't really matter. There has to be a way for me to do this without doing more damage than what I did now. It's so freaking close. I don't think Toki is the answer here. She's too slow. Her damage was good though. Maybe I need a debuff. Maybe I need another debuff. Saori's not working here. She's too weak. Maybe another debuff. Maybe with her? Can we get another debuff? Haruna? No, she will die. Who? She's really tanky. Maybe with her? But she's not built at all. How about the gear? She has good gear though. She could survive. Hanako debuff? That could work. We could use Hanako. Or Maki. Maki applies the debuff. Yeah, no, I know you meant swimsuit Hanako, yeah. It made contextual sense to assume it was. Mine has a damage skill that scales with defense. With her defense. What? Oh, this one. Yeah. It also applies more debuff. But Hanako is more simple, more straightforward. Wait a second. Mine... What's the timer on this? 30 seconds. I think Mine is better here. The issue is that 2 tanks is too many tanks. Maybe Maki. Where is Maki? Maki has light armor though, that's annoying. This is complicated. I'm looking towards Hanako. The issue is that she will deal so little damage. But this is good. This is real good. Let's think a little bit about it. I'm torn between Hanako and Mine. I think Mine... I think I'm doing Mine. I don't have any Trinity characters on the way. I could just invest a little bit on her. Maybe. Is it worth though? Okay, I will need Mine anyways for future raids. I will need her for future raids, so it's not wasted materials. Oh, this is gonna hurt. God damn it. I need to stop doing this stuff. I always waste my materials just before I get a character I want or need. Should I remove Atsuko at this point? But Atsuko helps me. She keeps me alive after the one shot. I think I'm running double tanks here. This will be ridiculous if it works. Okay. Put your bets down. Will this work or no? I will say no. But we are going to try. And if it works, damn. And if it doesn't, damn. Trying is part of the process. This time around though, I think I want the lantern broken at the start. Intermediate Knights, Captain we trust. Yeah, we do. Oh, her damage is ass though. That didn't do anything. Oh my god. Well, we got a debuff. Yeah, I think the damage is not there. But hey, there was an attempt. That was funny though. The debuff works. Hopefully. I mean, it's 4 bars already. This could work. We just need to stay alive. Very alive. And Toki needs to survive. Heal yourself. Come on. Okay, she doesn't work. We should go back to the lobby and replace her. There was an attempt though. Maybe with 5 stars and more stats she would survive, but at 3 stars she's in a big disadvantage here. I would not blame it on Mine. I would blame it on my lack of resources. Okay, I'll never Mine again in my life. No, Mine is good. She's also very cute, but let's try with her, I guess. She has a debuff. It's on a 30-second cooldown, but it's a debuff. And we need a debuff. The only issue with Hanako is that she will be like a third clogging the toilet. Her EX will be useless, so she will be clogging my rotations. Hanako, so beautiful, so gorgeous, big expression. Hanako is one of the funniest characters. I will use her EX now, so she doesn't clog my rotation though. Oh no. She's gonna be a third. Okay, there is the debuff. So now we save up a little bit and we go Toki. Go, Toki. Come on. Okay, we broke that. I think Hanako will die. No, we made it. This could work, but the damage is looking so bad, to be honest. I need a better damage. I don't know where to get it from though. Like, one solution would be... I mean, no, Toki's good. Like, that EX hit hard. It's just a little bit of luck that I need to land my crits. I think I need some more critical hits. Like, the damage is not that bad. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Like, we're building the stacks fairly easily too, because the normal skill on Koharu. Lack of resources, meanwhile I'm sitting on... How many? 200,000 credits. Oh man, you didn't see my JP account after the 3.5 anniversary. I had 587 credits, so I got you beaten on that. Now I have recovered because the event stages give a lot of credits, but man, that was a rough time. I miss a buff there, that's bad. Yeah, 200k. Yeah, mine was not k, it was 587, exactly 587. Without any zeros. It was very bad, but it was worth. Maybe. I like to think so. Oh god, we did more damage than before though. Before we did 20 bars on team 2, this time we did 29? 11 bars. Can we do 11 bars with team 3? I think we can. I have an emergency plan. I don't think it's gonna work, but we can try. I can't use Hina because I already use my rental though. I use my rental on Kokona, so I cannot rent Hina. But I have a plan. A bad plan, but it's a plan. And you know what they say, a bad plan is better than no plan. Someone says that, I'm pretty sure. No, regular Hina is bad for this. It's too cost heavy and mine is not built. No, I have a plan. I just need to remember what the plan was. No, this one. What was my plan? I had an idea yesterday. Because I didn't do any practice runs because I was super busy, but I was doing some planning so we could try pushing it. What wasn't you? I need you? Who else was it? Not you. Saori. Not you. You? Not you. No, it wasn't you. Let me see. Let's add another rabbit just because rabbits, you know. Swimsuit Hina. Yeah, mine is 3 stars though. But could work. I need damage now. Damage. Oh yeah, I remember my plan. Throw bodies at the boss until it has like 1 bar, then hope for a crit with Aru and finish it off. That was my plan. Sounds good. It's not going to work, but hey. I didn't promise to clear it. I promised to try. And the hell I tried. Oh man. This has been rough. But we are almost there. We are almost there. 10 bars, guys. Can we do 10 bars? Uh, will this be enough? No. Will this be enough? Yes, okay. So Saori has guaranteed critical, so she works well with Miyako. Because she reduces the critical defense of the boss. But she's about to die. Miyako, stop dying. This could work, but we need to trigger the stagger. Oh, Miyako is dead. She's so dead. Oh no, we are so dead. Hello, welcome. Bad news is that the stream is about to finish. No, this is so crap. That team didn't work at all. Anaru will not crit for 7 bars. Damn. I need to do more damage with team 1. Like 10 more bars with team 1 and we get it. We're so close though. But I used Tank Tsubaki. The issue is that Tsubaki doesn't add anything to the team. Because she has taunt, like she's tanky, but she doesn't give me any value. She's just tanky. Okay. So, sadly, it's been 2 hours and I have stuff to do. I have to cook and do some other IRL stuff. But I will keep trying later today or tomorrow. And if I manage to clear it, I will just upload the clear as a highlight. If I remember to record it, because that's also an issue. I always forget to record the stuff. But if I manage it, I will upload it, because since I'm playing free-to-play, the way I clear it free-to-play may help other free-to-play people. So that's what I'm gonna do. But we were close, and I think I learned a little bit. I don't know if it was too much, but I think I'm starting to get how this raid works and some fixes that I can do to my sequencing. So, before I end the stream, is there any questions you may have about the characters we have now or future characters, or any content that you are wondering about? Of course, there will be a guide for the next JFD that will be uploaded on the same day it comes out, because I need to get into the game and record the solutions, like how I do it. But there will be a guide for that, and yeah, if you have any questions, this is the chance before I leave. I'll give it 3 minutes. So shoot your shot. And by the way, I could have used Mashiro for more damage. She hits really hard. DCX is a beast. And I have UE50. I don't know why I haven't built my Mashiro. She's so strong. It's not worth though. Is Mashiro good? Yeah, she hits like a truck. If she crits. If she crits, she hits like a freaking truck. It's so strong. But is very unreliable. And that's why, like if she triggers this, which for some reason feels like it doesn't trigger as often as it should, it's really good. It's like how much is it? 1400%. Like it's so much damage. It took me 3 teams to beat Torment. Dress Hina does make it easier, but not that easy. Dress Hina makes it possible to do it in 1 team. I cannot do it in 1 team. I was close to do it on 2. I will probably make it on 3, but I need my team 1 to do better and my team 2 to do a little bit better. Bound Asusa level. My Asusa is not amazing. Oh no, it's pretty high actually. It's level 30. 29. I also need some here. That will be more stats. Aku is 38. I haven't given Aku any gifts. Maybe just by clicking here on the... Like, that's a high affection level. Iori EX at level 4 is enough. No, you want to max Iori. Iori is a DPS, you want to max her. DPS are like your carries. If you don't max your DPS, you will lag behind in raids. Like, in the end, what you need to do in raids is max your DPS, so they survive and they do damage. Then max your striker supports, so they survive and keep giving you buffs and healing and interacting with the mechanic you need to interact. Then you max your tank, because the tanks in general have good survivability, so they don't need that many stats. And usually you use a tank for mechanics, like Track Yuka you use for dodging, or Atsuko you use for healing. You don't need them to have too many stats. So you want to max your DPS. So if you are using Iori as a main DPS, you want to max her. Same goes for Hina, Mika, Hanako. You want to max your main DPS. Okay, guys, I have to go. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was a learning experience, and if I get the Torment clears and I remember to record it, which I cannot promise that I will because I always forget stuff, but I will do my best to remember. I will upload the highlight. It will not be a guide, it will be just a showcase run, and with very little editing probably, because I'm pretty busy these days. But if I remember, I will try to do it. So thanks everyone for watching, have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.